In this portion of the training, I'm going to show you how to use the notification tool. This is a tool that you're able to receive near real-time information and a notification of your patients when a certain event occurs. For instance, an admission to the hospital or a discharge, or an admission to the emergency room or a discharge from the emergency room. To get started, I'm going to show you a little bit about the notification tool and how you would set it up for your specific need. You're going to go over to the menu where you're going to see the tab for notifications. Clicking on that, it's going to bring you up to My Subscriptions and My Patients. What we're going to do is we're going to start with My Subscriptions. This is going to bring up information that you're going to have to fill in, determining on who's going to get the information, how you're going to get the information, and what type of information are you going to receive. So in doing this, we're going to start with who. Who's going to get the information? So since this is my clinical portal that I have logged into, it's going to populate my professional email address, aspera@HealthInfoNet.org. The next thing you're going to determine is how do you want to receive the information. The information regarding notifications you can receive in near real time, so you will be sent an email when a patient of yours is either admitted or discharged, whatever the things that you choose that you want to be notified about, which means you could get several emails a day, particularly if you have a large notification patients list. A lot of people like to get a daily summary where all the information is in one email once a day. Let me show you what an email will look like. Here is an example of what it will look like to get a summary email. So it will come into your email and say, "Dear HealthInfoNet user, the following patients of whom you have established relationship with in the HealthInfoNet system have had activity in the system." And it will be the location and the MRN. We do not put patients' names because of confidentiality. And I will show you how you're going to be looking up these patients to determine who they are. So let's talk about how you want to be notified. There are two different boxes here. The first one is to be notified by email, which will be real time or near real time. Or you might want to check off notify in daily summary. So let's say you want to be notified in a daily summary, that would be good for you to get that information once a day. You now need to determine what it is that you're going to want to be notified about. And that's where this list comes in. So you want to determine that your notification is that you definitely want to have inpatient admissions, but your delivery options for that particular notification can be by notifying by email, which is real time. So that you can do. Your inpatient discharge, again, going over here to custom change it to notify by email, because those are the two things that you want to know right away. Perhaps that's something that you can decide that. So a patient is admitted to the ER, but that you don't mind maintaining in a daily summary. Make sure that you click OK, and so forth. Some of the other things that you can be notified about is a skilled nursing facility discharge, or a new document is available, or if a patient is deceased. And then make sure that you do check off your notification type and then click OK. Once you've completed what you want, make sure you go all the way to the bottom and save. If you change your mind throughout the course of working with these patients to either add or delete anything, once you do that, that is fine. Just make sure that you save. What I'd like to show you now is how do you put your patients that you want to follow by notifications into your portal list. So how you can do that, actually there's several ways to do that. I'm going to show you the way that you can put a list of your patients if the number is not over 100. If you have 200, 400, 600, or even 1,000 patients or more that you want to keep track of, then we need to work with you to do a bulk load, and that would require a conversation with me or someone in our customer care. But for this demonstration, I'd like to show you how you can add 10, 20, 30, 50 people of your own patients into the notification tool. And you're going to start by being in a patient's record. So I'm going to go back to my recent patients and I'm going to pull up Minnie Mouse. And as you can see, I've worked in this chart in the last 3 days. So my lock and key, my privacy lock and key is open. I'm going to click on Minnie Mouse and that's going to open up her chart with me, without me having to break the glass. And once that's all open, I'm going to show you when you see your notifications, my patients here, if you go all the way to the upper right-hand corner, you'll see an icon with the 2 people, and if you hover, it says my patients. Clicking on that will populate information about Minnie Mouse here, and this defaults to Care Manager and whatever site an MRN is available. It does not necessarily have to be your organization. Then you can add, and then Minnie Mouse will now be in my list to be notified about. When I want to finish working with Minnie Mouse, just Xing here will remove her. Let me show you that one more time. So you want to add another patient, so you're going to go to your recent patients, or you can find your patient. We want to put HinTest Demo into the notification list. I am in HinTest Demo's clinical portal, and I'm going to go up to the little icon of 2 people. Click on that. It's going to populate his information, and I'm going to add. And there I go. There's 2 of the patients that I'm going to be followed. And you just keep doing that to how many patients you want to have notifications about. Again, more than 100, more than 200, you might want to call us on how to do a bulk load to your portal. So as I showed you on the list of patients in your summary email, to find the patient, you're going to go to your demographic search page, and you're going to use the drop-down tab to find St. Joseph's Hospital, because that's where this particular patient is being seen. You're going to copy and paste the MRN, and then you're going to search for that patient. And there you see the patient here that was admitted or discharged, or whatever the information was noted on your list. So that is how you'll set up your notification tool. I hope this was helpful, and good luck.